It connects us, but we've never felt more alone. Social media was supposed to be the great equalizer. A digital town square where everyone had a voice, where distance no longer mattered, and where people could find community, purpose, and connection. And in many ways, it is all of those things. But there's another side. One we don't always talk about. We're more connected than any generation in history, millions of us scrolling, posting, liking. Yet anxiety, loneliness, and depression are at all-time highs. We have the world in our hands, but it's often the real world we're losing touch with. That's the paradox. Social media gives us a highlight reel of everyone's best moments, perfect vacations, ideal relationships, filtered faces, curated lifestyles. And even when we know it's just a facade, it still gets to us. We start to compare. Am I doing enough? Am I enough? We measure our worth in numbers, likes, views, followers. And when we don't get them, it feels like rejection, even if it's from strangers we'll never meet. But the paradox runs deeper. We crave authenticity, raw, real, unfiltered. But the platforms reward performance. They reward what's clickable, not necessarily what's true. So we start to package ourselves. We learn what content works and what doesn't. We become marketers of our own lives. The result? An endless loop of trying to be seen, while losing sight of who we really are. And still, we stay. We scroll. We return. Because social media isn't all bad. It can be powerful. It can amplify marginalized voices. It can spark revolutions. It can reconnect long-lost friends, inspire creativity, and even save lives. For some, it's a lifeline. But even as we benefit from it, we also sense the cost. Time slips by unnoticed. Hours vanish in infinite scrolls. We consume more than we create. And sometimes, when we look up from the screen, the silence hits harder than we expected. There's also a strange new pressure to have a brand instead of a personality, to constantly document moments rather than live them, to stay relevant, to go viral. We start to feel like products in a marketplace of attention. And yet, in this chaos, we keep asking ourselves, what are we really looking for? Validation? Connection? Belonging? At its core, the paradox of social media is that it feeds the very emptiness it promises to fill. We go there to feel connected, and often leave feeling more isolated. But here's the truth, it's not black and white. Social media isn't inherently good or bad. It's a mirror. It reflects us, our desires, our fears, our need to be seen and heard. So maybe the real question isn't whether social media is the problem. Maybe the question is, how do we choose to use it? Do we let it shape our self-worth? Do we chase numbers, or do we seek meaning? Do we consume mindlessly, or engage with intention? Because the answer to the paradox might not be in the platform, it might be in our relationship with it. We can unfollow people who make us feel less than. We can post without performing. We can log off when it starts to hurt. We can choose presence over performance. Social media is here to stay. But maybe, it doesn't have to own us. Maybe the most radical thing we can do is to use it without losing ourselves.